Okay, folks, welcome to what will be episode 2 of the Sweden campaign in Empire Total War, part of the mega series I'm doing, where I'll be doing a campaign in every single Total War game in release order. So we've got through Rome, we've got through Medieval 2, we're here now as Sweden, and we've lost a bit of territory to start with. We've we've gained 2 provinces, mind you, but we've lost Riga. And at the end of the last episode, we concluded that by doing a defensive battle here in St. Petersburg, which we won, despite the Russians sending better troops and more troops. We used some clever terrain tricks and our artillery to win the day. We've also managed to get some dragoons here now, which will help us. Hopefully, we've got a bit of a cav presence in this army. I'm also going to start recruiting some more dragoons here. Never really used these guys. I feel like they're kind of nice. They can shoot, I think. I don't know if they can shoot on horse. I'm hoping they can, because that would be quite nice to have, like, just some dragoons there to, harass the enemy lines. If not, though, they're fairly useful. You can sort of maneuver them very quickly on horseback, plop them down. They can shoot, and then they can obviously get back on the horse or stay on the ground and fight as infantry. So I feel like they'd be fairly instrumental in fighting the Russians, because they like big armies, big armies, and just being able to sort of outmaneuver them is going to help us out. Nothing really to report. We were at war with Hanover. They declared war on us, which was odd. I'm assuming it's because we took Denmark. They probably felt a bit threatened, so they're probably going to try and give us some trouble. We'll see. Up here, our army's fairly beaten up. The one in Denmark, we've not had a chance to replenish it yet. But Norway is sort of slowly being happier, I guess. And recruits, yeah, I mentioned the dragoons in Stockholm, didn't I? So we're probably going to send these guys to Denmark, I think. Or we might put them on the boat and put them in on the mainland to reinforce the army that we've got in Lithuania right now. But we don't want to sit idle for too long. We do want to be moving on. I believe, yeah, we're a little bit wounded here as well. But we've spent all our money on these dragoons, so I'm hoping that they prove useful. I think we're going to start off by chasing these Russians back to where they came from. They're currently in this town of Veliki Novgorod. We're going to march in there and show them what's for. Quite a weakened army, so it should be a pretty straightforward fight, but we don't want them to be regrouping and reinforcing. Plus we can get a couple of uses out of these dragoons. Hopefully they're a nice addition to our army, so I think they should be. So yeah, I don't think they do a ranged attack. It might be misremembering that. We'll have our cannons here. And militia on the flank. The line infantry down the middle. This army is fairly weak, so we want to be careful. We don't want to be throwing men's lives away. So we'll do something like this. And we will march to battle. Looks like they're going to try and get in amongst these structures. So we're going to march up, and we'll probably end up meeting them here. They have got some cavalry. We've got 2 units of cavalry actually, so we're going to 3 units, including their general. I thought we killed their general. No, we didn't. We routed him. We didn't kill him outright. Okay. What are the firing lines like here? I'm going to try and like break their cavalry with a mixture of our cannons and our cavalry. Our dragoons will make short work of this general. Might lose a couple of guys, but that's fine. We're just going to go for these ones as well, just because it's going to support our infantry. Hopefully we can get a volley off here. No, not quite. Do they have cannons? They don't have cannons, no. Okay, I'm going to move the dragoons up, and we're going to double time to meet their infantry here, their Cossack foot infantry. They've got another unit of foot up top there, so I think we'll give the dragoons a little while. So we're going to march them up. And take a position behind at the top of that hill. I'm going to march them to flank them somewhat. Looks like our infantry are in place. We kind of overshot them a little bit there, but that's fine. Just going to reposition. Okay, the dragoons are very tired. Just going to let them slow it down a little bit. These guys are broken, so that's good. Just going to get some final shots into them whilst they run away. But they are goners. And we're going to dismount. I'm going to get them into place here to fire down on this foot infantry from what I hope is an advantageous position. They are fresh now, obviously, because they've gotten off the horses, so the horses were tired, but these guys are not. There we go. Nicely done. I'm hoping that's finished them off. It looks like it has. We've taken control of this town. We're going to move our spy over the river. Ah. Maybe they survived, I'm not sure. It's hard to say. But either way, we've got ourselves a little bit of a foothold. We'll hold out here, I think. We can't obviously replenish our troops, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. I would like to see what is in Moscow, because we might pull back and replenish the troops next turn. But that remains to be seen. We do want to take this land back from Cowland, though, so we're going to be focusing on that in the meantime. What we should do as well is review our Diplo situation. Because we've taken Denmark, I think we have a bit more choice in terms of trade. So we're going to try and get a trade agreement with Prussia. Nope. Go with the Ottomans and the Maratha Confederacy in India. And any minor nations? Nope, that's fine. We'll see if these guys will take peace if I give them maybe some techs. There we go. We're at peace with Denmark. It's a good deal. I think we want to try and make peace with Hanover as well. They don't have any techs that they would like. Yeah, no. Still at war with Hanover, unfortunately. We might have to go and take them out. So I'm going to like position my army here. Hopefully try and meet them at that bridge. Ah. What's going on here? They intercepted me? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Did they just attack me, I wonder? That's a shame. Oh well. At least the port's defended, right? If I knew that was going to happen, I would have just put these guys in that farm to block their advance, or potential advance. We don't know. We're going to end the turn though. I think we're going well. Obviously, the loss of Livonia is a bit of a pain, but it's not a massive deal. We could easily get that back. It's just we're currently having to juggle a war between Poland, Russia, and Kurland. Okay, finish the research. We do want to get this. Ah, I see. We'll probably win this. I was going to say we do want to get that repaired, but we'll fight this battle first. Kick the House of Hanover out. Obviously, they are the. I don't know if they're the current or the future ruling family of Great Britain. Don't know if they are in this. In the year that we were in, 1702, I believe. Right, just trying to look at good spots for the artillery. Maybe about here. We'll have our militia push, take those trees, and our line sort of along here, with some guys watching the forests. Okay. There we go. Have militia moving up. We have got ring bayonets now, so we don't have to worry about any. Like, we don't have to worry about plugging the bayonets before we engage in melee combat. Okay, there's the general's bodyguard. They have a lot of cavalry, to be honest, so that's going to be an issue, unfortunately. Try and catch those guys. It's been unfortunate they managed to get those charges in, but it's not the end of the world. Main thing that matters is getting their line infantry defeated. So we're going to take up some better positions to do that. Fortunately, we've got that unit in reserve to help. Artillery shooting away as well. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. They're just running into those pikes. That's fine. You can do that. I don't remember giving that order, but sure thing. Luckily, we've got some seasoned troops. They are pretty well drilled. Not fantastic, but you know, better than average, we'll say. I'd like to know where their general is. There he is. I'm going to try and get him away from his line so that we can hopefully go in and gank him. Yeah, we're going to trade shots here. I think we'll just about beat these pikes out. Get into a better position, please, because you're going to be shooting to your own fellows. That's not ideal. I'll have you guys face this way for a bit of a better angle. I think we've got their general beat. There's no rally in this. There isn't a thing you can do. You can't rally troops. There we go. They'll be sent running. We'll try and chase them down so as few of them get away. Going to hold fire with the cannon because we don't want to blow up our own horses. Oh, they do have... Oh, they have an entire unit of infantry in the back here that I didn't know about. Okay, that changes things a little bit. Let's get everyone in. Got a bit of a ragtag army here, unfortunately, because of the losses we've received. But we just have to deal with it. I think we'll just charge these guys. We'll have this militia here just shooting into their back. Just because we want to break them. Yeah, it'll be much easier to do that in melee than by shooting. There we go. So we have got the advantage in that it seems like the other nations haven't yet figured out the ring bayonet tech. So melee combat, we are going to have a bit of an advantage. Okay, they've fallen back. Cowards. Right, I have to replenish there. Were we replenishing here? I believe we were. Fortunately, we don't have any money left. Money's a bit tight at the moment. Okay, we can't get our agent across. We just have to send him around, I think. So I'd like to get eyes on Moscow. See what's going on there. I think we'll pull our army up. Maybe look at taking Karelia. Yeah. We'll grab that. That should give us a little income boost. Got to be careful about this army here and St. Petersburg, but there's nothing that's going to threaten us there. We have the dragoons now in Stockholm. We're going to load them. No? Can we not do that? How do we load? There we go. I'm going to load. Oh god, this game's lagging. Don't crash, don't crash. Christ, this game is lagging a lot. What's going on? Be careful where we land them as well, because we don't want them to get ganked by that army. So we're going to see if that works. Then we can move them, hopefully, in the new turn into St. Petersburg, just as a little bit of a garrison, I guess, and then we'll have them join up with these guys or these guys down here. I'm not sure yet. Okie doke. You'll probably see some cuts because there are noises going on in my house, so I'm just trying to make sure they're not picked up on the video. Okay, we'll end the turn. We'll be taking Karelia and we'll be reinforcing St. Petersburg with some dragoons. And we need to think about basically marching on Cowland pretty soon because Lithuania is basically isolated. Here they come. I knew this was going to happen. They should be able to make it back, yeah. Thankfully they're cavalry, so they have a bit better movement than most. They refused my surrender. I think we'll auto-resolve it. I think that should be an easy enough... Yeah, it wasn't easy enough fight. We're going to leave some militia there and we're going to move back. We're going to exempt the region from tax. That should hopefully get people less riled up. reinforce St. Petersburg next turn. They've got a big army of militia, so nothing to be too worried about, but just something to remember. Hanover, Hanover, Hanover. I'm going to start marching towards them. Because if we take them out, if we take their settlement, I believe this army will be deleted or turned into some sort of rebel army. We are going to move back towards Denmark. We are recruiting here, that's good. Got 1100 left. We'll just do another unit of line here, just to buff us up a little bit. They haven't got a massively good army here, so that works for us, but I think I'd rather have that extra unit just to help with the overpowering of them. Okay, we'll end the turn. There's Moscow. There's not an army there, which is good news for me. So we're probably not looking at a counter-attack anytime soon. But they are. It looks like they're building something up there. They've got a few units converging. Here they are. So we could intercept here, which I think we will. It's going to be a tough fight, I think. But we just have to believe that we can do this. If we leave them, then they may just come up and attack us anyway. So I'm going to throw a save down and see what happens if we decline. Yeah, we have to fight them anyway. Although we will fight them on their own, so maybe that worked out better. Okay, it's going to be a push here. Fortunately, artillery is going to be completely useless. Oh no, we're defending, so we will use that to our advantage, I think. We'll have our... Where should we position ourselves? We'll kind of do like a redo of the strategy where I defended that one settlement. So I'll just pull everyone up here. This is sort of a nice-ish spot to defend, I think. Artillery has decent sight, and they can shoot up until that ridge, sort of into this little valley. Okay, so I think we'll have you guys there. We'll have a couple of guys in reserve. Oh shit, who did I forget? Another unit of cav. You can start marching back. I think we are attacking, defending even. I definitely didn't mean to attack if I am. We'll let them come to us. I'm sure this will work again as well as it did with the Russian army. But we'll see. They do have a much better army. It's all foot infantry. No militia to be seen. They have some militia cavalry, but we'll just have to hope that what we've got is enough to hold. And they do have the advantage, but we again have better troops, more experienced, and we've got snappier uniforms. Blue and yellow is a great combo. The Swedes knew what was up. Cavalry is here. Right, yeah. Go for those cav, because these cannons are pretty decent against cavalry, to be honest. I'd say arguably more so than infantry. So if we can, like, snipe a couple of their units of cavalry, that will make our lives easier. There we go. we can get them to break, that would be perfect. Gonna move these guys to this flank. It looks like they're focusing on this side a little bit. So I'm going to meet them in the field. And away we go. Right. They should break if we get a shot off into them. We'll move these guys into the rear to help. Move you guys up. They're broken as well. Nice. So the cavalry's out. It's just the infantry we have to worry about now. So we're going to go for their bodyguard. Oh, we killed him on the first shot. Okay. Bodes well for me. We're going to charge en masse, I think. Looks like they're going to send in their general to... They're basically going to throw him away. Try and get some morale damage in a charge or something. I'm going to charge in. These guys are pretty nasty in melee combat. Get our cannon to stop firing now. So we do risk hitting our general, which would be disastrous for us. And we're going to do some flanking maneuvers with our cavalry. That should hopefully seal the deal. Which I think it will. Nicely done. And off they run. Cowards. We are going to turn off the melee mode, and we're basically going to get our guys to fire on them as they run, whilst our cav try and mop up anything that's left. Let me just sort of sit and wait. We'll turn the cannons back on. They might, I don't know, maybe hit that guy. But yeah, pretty big victory there. We'll end it. They've lost most of their army. Unfortunately, I don't think we're in a position where we can push and take Hanover. Aquileia is rioting. Just going to grab some militia to keep the peace. I'm going to actually repair this now. Which is, it's going to cost us so much money, though. It's the thing. I don't know if we do this or not. What would this cost? Okay. We'll move to here and we'll start replenishing. We'll give it a turn and then we'll attack. They've got a fort as well in Hanover, so that's going to be even harder to take. We'll try and peace out with them. Considering we've just like destroyed their army. Try and like get a white peace. Okay then. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. They're not our biggest fans. Okay, time to settle this. Okay, they're refusing to surrender. They have so many horsemen. Okay. Wow. We're going to fall back. We're not ready for that. We need some horse of our own. I don't remember the units being so fucking expensive. It's kind of crazy. I guess like average survivability is increased. So like it pays off over time. Maybe. Okay, we will hold the line again for another turn. That Hanoverian army in Sweden is going to be a bit of a pain because they can raid our buildings and just it's just an annoyance. It's going to just cost us money to repair them all, but they can't do any damage. If they attack Copenhagen, we'll be able to defeat them. Okay. Another battle on our hands. Let's go. I'm thinking this is going to be... I think we'll be defending over a river, so that's definitely going to be to our advantage. Yes, we are. Excellent. So there should be 2 crossings. Yeah, there's a crossing here, and there's a crossing at that bridge. So I don't know where they're going to prefer to go. I'm going to send these guys here, and these guys here, and we'll have our cavalry here as well, and our general over there. Cannon, trying to think where would be best. Maybe just like right here. Yeah, fuck it. But they have to come to us, thankfully, so we're in a good position in that aspect. Basically, I just have our guys there. There we can kind of hit them. It looks like they're going for this bridge. So I think we're going to shift around a bit. We're going to keep our cav here because we can flank them if they do. We're going to send this guy up. Okay, these guys are all the same rank, so they do they have cannons? They don't. That's fine. So they are going to have to take us at the bridge, which suits me quite well. Obviously we can't shoot all the way over the water, but we can, you know, hopefully do something there. Okay, looks like they're sending some cavalry over. So we're going to let them come. There we go. And we're going to put ours across the river to do some sort of flanking maneuver. They are going to have to attack me. They're the aggressor, so... And if they don't, I mean, our cannons are just going to unload on them. So it's their move. Some infantry coming up. Teeny tiny unit, so they're going to get absolutely owned. There we go. Ooh. More. Some gendarmerie. They're just throwing everything at me, aren't they? They really don't want to be flanked. Hoping we could beat them. We are winning slightly, it says. Okay, looks like they're committing some troops to the bridge now, so that's good for us. I'm not sure what the optimal way, like what the optimal positioning is here to defend the bridge. I would assume it's something like this, sort of like firing onto the bridge somewhat. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, there are limits to what we can do here because of the pathing. Okay, we've ignored the cav, and they've been attacked by the militia, so we're going to pull them out. Okay, they're sending guys across, and these guys have been dicking around, so we need you to get there quick. I mean, we've gunned them down, to be honest. They're routing, yeah, we're fine. Okay, just had to make a quick edit because my dogs ran in and started going crazy in my room. But we're back. Still defending the bridge. We're going to pull these cav back over the river. We'll just have the line infantry here. We'll charge their militia. These guys are pretty decent in combat, in melee. They've got 2 chevrons. I feel like in a shootout, they lose though, so that's why I'm opting to charge them instead. And hopefully that foot infantry will want to shoot at them and maybe shoot into their own guys, but it looks like they're coming to join the melee. But, you know, oh no, they are going to shoot. Nice. So actually going to shoot into the back of their guys, which is not the wisest idea I've ever seen, but... And our line infantry here are just going to keep this bridge under lock. Obviously we don't have like super efficient firing lines because of the positioning, but neither do they, I don't think, so... I'm happy with this arrangement. Maybe give them a couple of extra guys if we move them a bit wider. Same thing there. Try and get a couple of extra guys in the front line to shoot. These guys are still going. God damn. They're now winning decisively. Well, we build a statue in their honor. But yeah, they are doing pretty nicely. I think this might be the first like Total War game that had like these one-on-one animations. Because I feel like in medieval they kind of just hit each other. There's no like, look at these guys, they've got a 3rd chevron. They're not going to survive this, unfortunately. They'll fight to the last man though. Or near enough. Okay, another quick jump cut. This time I had dinner. It was a lovely homemade jalfrezi. Thank you for asking. It was delicious. We are back though in the battle. Still raging on. I'm not too sure what the armies of Hanover are doing. It seems they can't decide which way they want to go. They've now settled on this side. They've just overrun my foot infantry. I'm hoping at least one of these guys can make it out so we can keep them because they are level 3 veterancy, which is quite nice. He only needs to make it to that red line. No, actually, it's a lot further than that. He needs to make it to this red line. So hopefully he's been practicing his 200-meter sprint. Okay. Looks as though these unsavoury gentlemen are going the coward's way and will be taking the crossing instead of the bridge, which is not ideal. We have to reposition once more, but we can deal with it. Oh, I see. It's going to be running around the table, aren't we? It's going to be like this, is it? Keep it one unit there. We're going to double time these infantry. Okay. If only we had canister shot. We're going to have to probably form a line just behind the artillery. I don't think we can save the guns, unfortunately. It does look like they've made their mind up. We'll try and use our general here to route that cav. And move these guys up again. Get into position. Come on, they've broken. Let's charge those militia. Get them to break as well. And then we'll pull them out. Because we don't want to take fire. There we go. Now you pull yourselves back. Hope the general doesn't get killed. Okay, we haven't lost the artillery, which is the main thing, because that is quite a valuable asset to us. So I'm happy for that. Okay, we are winded. They are very tired though, so that's fine. We're going to move into a firing line either side of this artillery. And we should just have more firepower than they do. I'm just going to let these guys do their thing, which is shooting. There we go. They are gone. Move into this, make a bit of a V shape. V for victory. So that's the kill zone right there. We are now going to move these guys up. And these guys up. Yep, they are dispatched. We'll end it. We don't have the cavalry to chase these guys down, unfortunately. But they lost 700 of their men. We only lost 100. So I'm going to call that a success. I think we get the replenishment as well on the end of this turn. So that might help us out a bit. We've got the square formation, which is nice. That's actually really useful to use. Oh no, I don't think we did get the replenishment. It's tempting to go for it. I think we might have to. Our income is down, sadly. Got Russians on the border. Do away with them. They don't really like. They don't like retreating, do they? They like to just stand there and take it. Okay. Got 2 battles we're going to fight. We're going to do the siege of Kurland. I'm going to have a look and see if we can do this. I think we can. It's just firelock armed citizenry, so I'm going to pop a save. And we'll try and... yeah. Excellent. That is Hanover dead. And we have Hanover now, so that's always a bonus. More money for me. Income is back up to 1,400 per turn. We do want to try and get friendly with Prussia. There we go. We've got the trade agreement, so that might give them a little bit of a pause if they do decide to come a knocking. Let's review who everyone's at war with. So Poland are at war with Austria, us, the Dutch, the British, and the Prussians. So it's not looking good for them. They obviously have Russia and Denmark as allies. How about Russia? You might be at war with the Ottomans. Yep. That's all they're at war with, just us and the Ottomans. Okay. And Prussia. You don't have any allies, which is good. You're at war with Austria, the Dutch, the English, the Polish. So I'm hoping we can sit kind of calm now, at least on this front. Replenish what we've got here. Hanover's quite a nice city. It's got walls, which is great. I think that's a star fort. Yeah, it's a star fort, so that's going to be easier to defend. So we're just going to get that army back and defend it there. And we can now sort of put all our attention on the Eastern Front. We've obviously taken Karelia, which we'd like to repair because the unrest is a bit annoying, but is what it is. I think we're going to go and try and take Jelgava. Or Jelgava, I don't know the pronunciation. Give them the opportunity to surrender. They won't. With our square formation, I'm pretty confident in our ability to win this. They have a lot of cav. I think it's from this army here. No, we're not going to besiege. We're going to bait them. So I think we're going to put an army there so that they can't be reinforced, which is annoying that both cities reinforce each other. But this is where the like the reinforcement areas and the areas of influence got a lot bigger. Ah, you want trade? Yeah, excellent. And they'll give me some money. I'd say that's a good deal. Okay, we're gonna have to quickly have a peek and see what the Russians are up to. Okay, there's a rebellion in Karelia. Not ideal. So we're gonna march to put that down. We should get there next turn, and that should put an end to that. Right, what we're going to do? Recruit another unit of line, and we're going to position ourselves like there, and hopefully that will bait an attack. They could just go straight for fucking Vilnius, to be honest, and absolutely mog me, but I have faith. Okay, we can raise the taxes without any issues. Let me have a look at that again, hang on. Does that say that we had a... Is there an uprising in Denmark? It's grey. I feel like that means there's an uprising, but these guys are happy. Who knows? Anyway, we're going to see what happens here, because they have the opportunity to do something a bit nasty. They could even push for St. Petersburg, but we're trying to basically bait them into a land fight, because in order for us to attack them we'd need to fight 2 garrisons, which is not ideal. I'm not sure about this one, lads. Okay, we've not been able to provoke anything from them. There are Russians there, but... Let's go for the Russians. Karelia is not a big issue. It's kind of handy to have it really as a buffer zone, I guess, against any Russian incursions. we'll spend a little bit of money on replenishing. Get some more cav in here. And we'll do the same here. Oh, God, look at these guys. There's a mod for this, Darth mod, that lets you play as these small nations, and like, this is basically the strat. It's just spamming stupid armies. Initially, because you can't really afford to field like proper line infantry or artillery. We need to repair this next turn, I think, because we're teching too slowly, unfortunately. We'll get there eventually. It's too quiet. I'm not seeing like an angle of attack here. We're going to repair this. Well, you can leave that army there now to just recover. How many foot infantry do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's about right. We'll get some dragoons. Get some more dragoons, because we're going to want some cav to deal with this. Could leave like a small force here. Maybe we'll march on with some dragoons, take this town, and we could probably help out maybe with this fight that's going to be occurring over here in the Baltics. I don't see any risk from Poland or Russia really at the moment. They've sent like a couple of smaller armies my way, but nothing big since we defeated that one at the start of the series, or season, game, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Gotta pull you guys back. There we go. That could be our in. In fact, I think it is. That's more like it. They're not going to surrender, that's fine. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. Here we are. Oh, it's a fort. I did not realise that. Okay, so forts are interesting. You can either shoot the walls down with your cannons. I think you can maybe burn the gate. I'm not too sure. Or you can scale the walls with your infantry using grappling hooks. So let's just take stock of the situation. I don't think, unfortunately, our cannons can get close enough to even hit their walls. No, they are just out of range, which is a bit of annoyance. I don't think we can do anything on the other sides either. So they are going to be completely useless, sadly. I mean, we can maybe like just about hit this bit here if we cheese it. I don't know if that'll do us any good, but you never know. This is going to be a bit of a bloody fight, unfortunately, but that's what we're here for, right? Not going to bother with having those guys in firing mode. We're going to have them straight in on in melee mode, because that's what they're going to be doing. Okay. So in order to take this fort, we need to scale the walls using our infantry. Okay, we have got a line of sight. Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, our cannons aren't powerful enough to reach the walls, unfortunately. They also have cannons on the walls that they can use to shoot at us. So I'm going to pull my dragoons up and dismount, and we can maybe hopefully use them just to fire up on the walls. I don't know if we'll hit anything of note, but yeah, because this is only, I think it might be 6-pounder, or maybe 6-pounders the next one. Oh, I'll tell you what, that is not too bad. Let's focus fire on that corner. We'll get our boys up here. Looks like we are just about hitting them. We'll dismount them. I like the idea of dragoons. I don't know about the efficacy. We'll just have them getting up there to fire up at the men on the walls if they can hopefully do something. It might draw fire away from our line infantry, who are going to be the ones actually doing the legwork here. Don't know if they're in range. I think they might be. Yeah. Yeah. It's not going to be too effective, unfortunately, but every little helps. And then basically once our... Oh. Interesting. Once the line infantry are up on the walls, hopefully they've won the melee, we will... oh, these guys are just walking in. Oh yeah. I can respect that. No, they... Oh god. Oh. Run in. I don't know if this will work, but... No, okay, get shot again. That's unfortunate. These can be a bit buggy, unfortunately. As you can probably see. I think what we'll do is we'll move these two dragoons out here. We'll keep these guys posted up here just to see if they send anyone out the gates. We can shoot them. It looks like they are kind of doing that. I don't know what's going on here, to be honest. Their men are climbing our ropes to get back into the castle? Question mark. Interesting. It's a bold maneuver, I'll give them that. Okay, they've got some horse. Okay, we're kind of like doing something. Okay, we'll ask our dragoons to scale the walls. And we should be able to shoot down at the crowds. They've got cavalry coming at us. Turn and fire. Using the dragoons. Just keep them away. This is what I mean by jankiness. You're not really sure what's going on. I'm not sure if I'm winning or what. don't know how good these guys are in melee. Obviously they are melee cav when on cavalry, but I'm surprised they're not trying to shoot down as well. I think I'm just going to let things go as they're going. I think we're winning. Oh, they're doing the old leave the fort and climb up behind the oh, our guys are climbing down now as well. Excellent. Yeah, you can kind of see the jank. Well, these guys don't draw their swords in combat. That's interesting. They just use their guns. I thought they would use their swords. That'd make most sense, right? Maybe not. I'm sure there's a good reason. Okay, we've nearly done that. We're gonna turn off melee mode. We're actually going to send all these guys down into that building, which is their HQ. Because taking that is going to be nice. Who knows what these guys are doing? They're just having a great time. Oh, here we go. This might be something. They are kind of shooting now, I guess. Okay, we've got our boys in here, so they're going to be shooting out. These guys are just running out, because why not? There we go. Right, we've won this now. Just a matter of finishing up whatever's left. I don't know where these guys have gone off to. They've just walked off. There's a bit of jank associated with sieges, as you can probably tell. There we go. Got there in the end. I don't know what happened there towards the end of that. We lost 500 men. But we have Courland. And I'm kind of hoping we could... they wouldn't. There we go. Nice. Beautifully executed, if I don't do say so myself. Okay then. Well, we've secured much more of the Baltic coastline, including a little foray into Lithuania, which is lovely for me. Karelia, they are now independent and at war with us. They are rebels, so they are at war with everyone. But I mean, at least Russia don't own it, and it's a bit of a buffer. I don't think Russia's going to want to go through here, but they could try and retake it, but it'd be a waste of their time, I think. Got an army here, looking as though they're going to try and march on Lithuania. So we're going to preempt that by getting an additional unit of line infantry. And we are, again, strapped for cash. We're earning 4,000 per turn, which is excellent. That's going to help us out a lot in terms of recruitment and doing some upgrades. First port of call is to replenish these armies, then we'll start recruiting, and we'll hopefully start being able to afford some of these upgrades as well, like the drill school, for example, which gives us the light infantry, which are quite useful, and then obviously grenadiers, the heavy cav. So we get a whole load of upgrades. End the turn, and we'll be calling it fairly soon in terms of the episode. I'm recording this in 2 parts because I had to go and eat, obviously, so I don't know how long the first half was exactly, but This might end up a bit shorter if I've not done a full hour's worth of recording. Okay. Right. Let's get these boys back in fighting shape. We'll send our agent out to there just to keep an eye out for that Russian army that came by. Doesn't look like they've come any closer though, which is fine by me. Yeah, quite a nice start, I would say. Prussia have been kind of... Oh my god. Prussia have been going crazy. They're done well for themselves, huh? We are majestic. Excellent. King Carl the Seventh. This was also the first one where they added like a government system, which is kind of like disappeared and reappeared in certain entries to the series, where like you would appoint people to like different things, and depending on how good they were, you know, you'd... I think we'll apply this guy, +2 repression, that's good. Navy, not too worried about these guys. That's quite a nice one actually, because repression is essentially just keeping people happy, so our public order will be going down. Going up even. Hopefully not going down. We'll start sending out some spies as well, just to see what's what in the big wide world. Prussia. I'm hoping we can stay friendly enough with them for now. We are unfriendly. Okay. Just have to bear that in mind, I guess. We are finally researching better things. We're going to get the land enclosures, because that lets us upgrade farms, which is a pretty decent source of income. We've nearly got the military syllabus, which is nice, which will be giving us a nice upgrade across the board for our armies. Yeah, I say we're at a pretty good spot. Hanover was a surprise, but a welcome one. I mean, I'm glad we've got it. Better to have it than to not have it, right? We've secured Scandinavia. Made peace with Denmark, so they're not going to come back, I don't think, anytime soon. And from the look of it, Poland are pretty... I don't know. Not doing a lot. Pretty docile. I think they might... Their army might be down here in Transylvania, because they've obviously taken this from the Austrians. Speaking of the Austrians, they've taken quite a beating. They've only got Bohemia and Hungary left. They've lost Bavaria, they've lost Austria proper. They still have Croatia actually as well. So maybe they can come back from this. Who knows? France are also pushing into Germany. They've just taken the Netherlands as well, which is interesting. That's what I did as my France playthrough. Great Britain owns Spain, of course. Yep. And the Gibraltar rebels have declared independence. What other crazy shit's going down? Not a whole lot. Italy is untouched, actually, which is surprising. Ottomans are doing their thing. They've gone into Persia, so Persia are hurting a bit. And ooh, the Marathas have done a good job at fighting the Mughals. How about America? They've annexed the 13 colonies. Okay. I think that happens when they... I don't know when that happens. They've done it. And France have got full control over their colonies as well, because they do start out as colonies, but I think if you do certain things, they get them. Although, I don't know. So yeah. Ooh, pirates. We are by no means the strongest or the richest, but I think we're the... I know, we're the hardiest nation in Europe, and we will not go down without a fight. But first things first, we need to stabilise ourselves in the east. We want to be out taking Warsaw as soon as possible, because it's a good city. It will get us a lot of money, and it's part of our victory conditions. But it's also a good staging ground to push into Prussia, because we do need. I think we need Danzig, Königsberg, and Berlin. Oh no, we just need Brandenburg. We do need Poland, Muscovy, and Karelia. So that's fine. And obviously 25 provinces, but it's doable. I think, what are we on now? We're on 9, so with these it'll be 10, 11, 12, 13. That's another 12 provinces, which, I mean, we could get just by fighting, you know, the Russians and the Prussians. We'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine for that. I'm happy we won't be in as much of a rush like we were in medieval, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all for today. That was episode 2 of the Sweden campaign. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all the usual bullshit. And thank you for watching.